So it's Optiprill Zinc. So essentially it's a facial eczema protection product or supplement, but it's a feed version, so it can go in your in-shed feeding, and can be put through mixer wagon, different things. So it's based on zinc oxide, not zinc sulfate.
Okay.
So it's a lot easier on the gut of the cow.
And so do you have to hide it much? Like, obviously zinc's not that nice on the pellet.
Yeah, so the cool thing with that product is we actually get the zinc incorporated into the prill itself, and
Wow.
so it is really well hidden. Yeah, because zinc is, you're right, not that palatable.
Yeah.
Yeah, not super tasty. Yeah, good way to get the cows to drink a bit less water, eh? Put
Yeah,
a whole lot of zinc in there. Yeah. But the cool thing about a feed version is we can use products that are not water soluble, so it opens up the range of what we have available. Yeah, so what we've started doing is we've been putting a toxin binder in there, because zinc is important for deactivating the toxin from the sporodesmin. But then if we support the liver at the same time, we're getting both ends. So we're deactivating the toxin or reducing the toxicity of the facial eczema spore, and at the same time we're supporting the liver. And so if we put a toxin binder in the supplement, we're basically binding any toxin that's coming through the liver. And there's really good research that sits behind that. Whereas we can't put a toxin binder in through the water, unfortunately.
Kia ora team, what's up? We're here with Shaun from Ag Plants, and we've just recently talked about an additive that we can help to combat our cows when it comes to feeding zinc. And then we talked about going through our water dispenser or our dosatron, whatever system you guys use. But obviously cows consume a lot of feed, and we've been wondering how we can get into the cows through feeding.
Yep.
What's this product do?
Yep.
Exactly that.
Yep, so it's Optiprill Zinc. So essentially it's a facial eczema protection product or supplement, but it's a feed version, so it can go in your in-shed feeding, and can be put through mixer wagon, different things. So it's based on zinc oxide, not zinc sulfate.
Okay.
So it's a lot easier on the gut of the cow. Like giving a concentrated dose of zinc sulfate is not ideal for the rumen.
Okay.
Whereas the zinc oxide is quite safe. So it's a prilled form with no dust, and it's nice and palatable. It's been a good product.
And so, do you have to hide it much? Like, obviously zinc's not that nice on the pellet.
Yeah, so the cool thing with that product is we actually get the zinc incorporated into the prill itself, and so it is really well hidden. Yeah, because zinc is, you're right, not that palatable. Yeah. Yeah, not super tasty. Yeah, good way to get the cows to drink a bit less water, eh? Put a whole lot of zinc in there. Yeah.
Work it. And so so you talked about putting this into a mixing wagon. You can just chuck it in to come in 20 kilo bags, or?
Yep. We mostly goes out in 1/2 ton or 1 ton bulk bags, actually, because it's quite high volume. There's calcium, magnesium, a whole lot of other bits and pieces in there as well. So it's a complete supplement, basically. But the cool thing about a feed version is we can use products that are not water soluble. So it opens up the range of what we have available. Yeah, so what we've started doing is we've been putting a toxin binder in there, because zinc is important for deactivating the toxin from the sporodesmin. But then if we support the liver at the same time, we're getting both ends. So we're deactivating the toxin or reducing the toxicity of the facial eczema spore, and at the same time we're supporting the liver. And so if we put a toxin binder in the supplement, we're basically binding any toxin that's coming through the liver. And there's really good research that sits behind that. Whereas we can't put a toxin binder in through the water, unfortunately.
Why not?
Only through the feed, because it's not water soluble. Yeah, toxin binders are actually a high capacity chelate.
Right, so we'll just sit on the bottom of the water line.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, to cause a lot of issues. Costs you a lot of money.
Look, mate, we're just trying to dig our water lines in, because whoever put them in only put them in like that deep. So if you were to tell me that I had to go and redo the whole farm, we would have a couple of issues, I reckon.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so we won't be doing that.
Came up with this.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Cool. So the other cool thing that we can put in there is a product called Smart Cell. So it's a fat-coated or rumen-protected selenium. And so what it does, it just delivers selenium a lot more efficiently than what sodium selenate does.
Okay.
And the great thing with selenium is selenium protects the liver, but it also helps the liver to repair. And so if you've had a little bit of toxin come through, which is pretty common with facial eczema. Even if you are dosing zinc, you still get some effect on the liver.
Yep.
That selenium really helps to protect and rebuild that liver, which basically just keeps the cows milking really well, or milking to their full potential through that period. So there's a good range. All the trace minerals, everything are in there, and it's basically a complete product, which just makes it a lot easier.
So where do we what do we need to do to get in touch with you to get this product?
Yeah, you can talk to your local vet, talk to one of the advanced consultants, or just jump on our website, have a look at the product, and make contact.
And we can get it in bulk bags or delivered in 1 ton bags, and cool. Or get it mixed into our feed.
Yep. No, all of the above. It's we try and make it as easy as possible.
That's awesome. Because we got enough to worry about as farmers.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Cool, Shaun.
Absolutely.
All right, team. So if you guys want to again get on and check out this product, click the link in the first comments. Got any questions? Chuck them in there. Otherwise, jump on over to the website and get in touch with the man himself. All good. Cheers.